day brings new challenges, but AARP only sees possibilities. We're tackling the concerns of our communities and supporting the kind of change that can benefit all of us. Take on today with AARP. Learn how at aarp.org/SD.
The annual Buffalo Roundup draws thousands of visitors to Custer State Park. This morning, we have your front row seat to the scenic stampede of bison rumbling through the prairie. Plus, a musical performance in the parking lot. We'll tell you about a drive-in concert scheduled for next month at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your Boredom Busters coming up, but first, our top story. We're learning new information about an early morning shooting in Sioux Falls that sent one person to the hospital. Police responded to a fight disturbance that led to gunfire in the area of West Madison Street and North Garfield just after midnight. Police say as many as 3 people were firing at each other. One person was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Officers arrested a suspect in the shooting, 35-year-old Awad Ali. Police say witnesses reported as many as 30 shots fired during that incident. South Dakota authorities have recaptured an escapee who's been on the run since Tuesday. The Sioux Falls Area Fugitive Task Force arrested Tyson Wessels last night in Yankton. Wessels allegedly assaulted a Turner County Sheriff's deputy Tuesday and stole his patrol vehicle. Wessels was taken into custody last night without incident. Minnehaha County voters are starting to file into Election Center in downtown Sioux Falls to drop off their absentee ballots. The auditor's office mailed out a record 23,000 ballots a week ago Friday. Those ballots have made their way into people's homes, and now they're filling them out quickly in order to make sure that their vote counts come Election Day.
We got them in the mail on Wednesday. I filled it out right away, and today is my drop-off day. Get it here right away.
The public rhetoric is so awful right now that I think it's the safest way to make sure your ballot is counted.
Some voters say they're dropping off their ballots instead of mailing them because they do not trust the Postal Service. A concert is coming to Sioux Falls, but it's going to look different than what you might expect. The Denny Sanford Premier Center will host the Grammy Award-winning duo for King and Country next month. The drive-in concert will be held in the Premier Center parking lot on October 11th. It's the first concert the entertainment venue has hosted since the pandemic began.
And it's been a long 6 to 7 months without that live experience here in Sioux Falls. We're just thrilled to welcome them back.
It will be 1 ticket per car, which means multiple people can ride together. Tickets go on sale on Monday on Ticketmaster. Thousands of visitors from all over the country attended the 55th annual Governor's Buffalo Roundup at Custer State Park Friday. Park officials say this year's roundup appears to be just as popular as last year, when more than 19,000 people came to watch these cowboys and cowgirls, as well as the hundreds of bison.
It's an outdoor event, and there's plenty of room on the prairie, so people can spread out and social distance within their groups, within their families, however they feel comfortable doing.
Custer State Park had hand sanitizer stations located near public restrooms. Visitors were welcome to wear masks, but they were not required. Let's get a first look at our forecast now with meteorologist Brian Karstens in the Storm Center. Good morning, Brian.
All right, good morning, Perry. Good morning, everybody. Some clouds this morning moving through, and also today a pressing cold front. That's going to trim our temperatures a little bit, and for at least the north and the west, 70 today in Rapid City. Note the wind, too. West River, it's coming up here, and that'll be a process unfolding. 20 to 40 Rapid City. Sioux Falls not that windy, but still a little warmer, high around 80. Might be the last one of the 80s for quite some time. We're going to drop tonight into the 50s. Winds will diminish, but tomorrow more clouds around, maybe a shower chance in the forecast for a few of us, and also windy again. We're not going to lose that at all. At least sustained 15 to 30. Gusts could be even 40 miles per hour. We'll have a look at Futurecast coming up here in just a minute.
All right, thank you very much, Brian. Well, the ALS Association is hosting a virtual walk to defeat ALS. Participants are invited to walk or ride around your neighborhood, a nearby park, or in your living room. Activities get underway at 10 a.m. with a program on Facebook where you can also share photos and spread the word about working together to find a cure for ALS. A virtual walk to end Alzheimer's is taking place in Rapid City. Participants who walk safely through their neighborhoods, area tracks, and trails. A virtual opening ceremony takes place at 10 a.m. Mountain Time There will be a view-only Promise Garden in Wilson Park from 9 to 1. The National Park Service is celebrating National Public Lands Day by waiving entrance fees. There's free admission today to Mount Rushmore National Memorial, Wind Cave, and Badlands National Parks, plus Jewel Cave National Monument. Oktoberfest at Remedy Brewing Company in Sioux Falls includes a Dachshund Dash at 6 o'clock. Register your dachshund to race for a $10 entry fee or take part in the all-breed costume contest and parade. All proceeds benefit Dakota Dachshund Rescue. The Sioux Falls Lacrosse Association is inviting young athletes to a tri-lacrosse clinic at the Sanford Fieldhouse. The free clinic goes from 4:30 to 6. All equipment is provided. The clinic is open to boys and girls ages 5 and up. The Pioneer Power Show features tractors and engines, steam threshing, corn shelling, plus crafts and a flea market at Pioneer Acres in Menno. Activities get underway at 8 a.m. today and Sunday. Admission is $8 for adults, $5 for children, free for ages 10 and under. Brian?
All right, weather as we look at your weekend. Well, today we've got a couple of fronts here, don't we, to the west, and that's a snapshot at noon today. So that first front comes into Sioux Falls early this afternoon. That's why we're going to bounce up to close to 80 ahead of it. But then the weather behind it is already cooling off. Rapid City closer to 70 for a high. Maybe a shower in the northwest, too. And then the winds, yep, they're picking up from the northwest. And then there's actually a reinforcing shot coming in that's going to usher in tomorrow's weather forecast. And that is also looking cooler. Then we've got to talk about a few patches of clouds and even the mention of the word showers. You know, I've been dragging my feet on that for quite a while with this weather pattern, but this may end up yielding at least a few spots that could wet the sidewalk and those kind of things. Not heavy rain, but northwest. Look to the northwest. You'll find some of these working their way through the plains tomorrow. And yeah, the gusty winds, it's going to feel like fall. And we're going to keep that cooler trend into Monday, maybe a few scattered light showers. Tuesday is a bounce back day, but then Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to cycle back and fall on the mercury there. Look at the extended forecast. We find highs in the 50s. We've kind of kicked that back just a little bit here as we watch the staging of these various cold fronts. The one thing that looks very consistent is every day, or at least most of these days, there's some amount of wind. And Sunday, for example, we put the word windy. We even put windy in late this afternoon for Sioux Falls, but I would say Sunday's wind is probably stronger. Aberdeen also, we've got to at least mention breezy, if not windy weather, the next couple of days at times. Next week is probably steering that same direction. And for Pierre in central South Dakota, prepare for that as well. No change on winds, and also for the most part, 60s for, you know, many of these days. Even the 59 there standing out on Thursday. So I'm thinking right now we're going to cool things down, but not much rain. That's also true here in Rapid City. Perry?
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for KELOLAND on the Go. You can get up to the developments right here on KELOLAND.com. Have a great day.